We'll start in the mabl app and select New Test to add a performance test. We'll create our test metadata, including test name, description, and labels, then add an API test. We'll select the Update Shipping Details test, which includes a post, get, and options API call to update the user's shipping details. Think of this like laying the groundwork for this performance test. We'll add a concurrency of 5 users, then set the failure criteria for this test at a functional test failure rate greater than 95%, a response time average of greater than 3,500 milliseconds, and an HTTP error rate greater than 85%. But this is only half of our e-commerce workflow, as we now want to make sure that the web page loads appropriately based on a defined set of performance criteria. So we'll select the Add to Cart browser test with a concurrency of 5 virtual users and add a few failure criteria. First will be to fail the test if the average time for any step exceeds 5 seconds. Next, we want to verify that the test fails if the core web vitals averages exceed the thresholds built here. Finally, we'll add a 5-minute test duration and select the mabl Performance Testing Sandbox production environment. We'll click Save, then execute our test. Grab a sip of coffee, and let's dive into the test results. Here is where we can really see the power of performance testing in mabl's unified platform. Our performance test summary chart tracks the concurrent users, functional failure rate, average response time, and DOM content load time. Select the functional test dropdown to review the API or browser test summary details individually. We can get a quick review of the test run history below, then dive into the failure criteria to search for any test failure results. Finally, we can dig into API test metrics to review the API calls and average response times, HTTP error rates, and functional failure rates, or the browser test metrics to review the core web vitals.